Hey, so whether you are on YouTube like me or on any social media platform creating content, or you're just editing your family travel vlog, or you're a hobbyist filmmaker, whatever the application may be, if you have to deal with video, you know how laborious and also important video editing can be. So in this video, we're gonna walk through a up and coming and very popular now AI video editor. So we're going to give it a go, take a look at the platform, and also talk about editing for a little bit. Now I'm curious as to your thoughts if you deal with editing, but I find there are three main challenges with it. The first is just the pure amount of hours that have to go into it. Like, this is very high effort stuff where you have to be focused on it. And again, it's the creative effort that I find takes time, whether it's me or an editor that I pay to do that work for me. It's still creative work on both our ends, and also me thinking, hey, I want this to be a little bit different or this to be a little bit different. And cutting for me is like the worst part, as in if you have one, say, 30-minute raw clip and you have to cut up 30 minutes into just, take out the ums, take out blank spaces, take out parts where you're reading a script, depending on how you may do your videos. That's like splitting up one big clip into 80 different clips. So it takes a bunch of time. And then third, just complicated tools. Like, I find there's often little things that I want that are part of the editing process, like trying to key out a certain color or pulling in some specific motion graphic. And those are the worst too, to have to go and pull all these different things together, or find green screen clips and then pull them into one just timeline and editor. And so in this video, the AI editor that we're going to check out is CapCut. This is what their logo looks like, and they are an all-in-one video editor that helps you grow and scale on social media. That's whether you're an influencer, a filmmaker, or just a hobbyist, just anyone that engages directly with content and the whole editing and production side of things. It is simple and flexible editing, and they have a ton of AI features, some of which we're going to look at, which I think make things a lot easier. And you can use them on browser, on laptop, or on mobile on your phone. And they are used by some pretty big companies like TikTok and Nvidia, so I want to go jump into the platform to show you whether it lives up to that hype. Okay, so we're on my computer. This is the web view of CapCut, and now I want to jump into the desktop view. I'm on my Mac here, and the first feature that I want to show you is background removal, which is a pretty nifty tool. And so I just dragged a clip into the timeline here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to make this a little bit shorter. We're going to zoom in here, and then just right up here where it says remove BG for remove background, I'm going to click auto removal. Now, what I really love about this, and I'm going to show you this here, is the kind of effects that it lets you create. So I'm going to copy this clip, I'm going to make another clip, and then I'm going to stop removing the background on this second clip. So now we have one clip on top right here, which is the background is getting auto removed, and we have a second clip under it where the background isn't getting removed. So you can see what this looks like here. Like, that's actually incredible background removal, like on video, which is super useful. And then here's what's fun, well, what we can do with this feature. I'm going to add a little text layer here, just default text. Let's just stick that, right here. Just make that a little bit bigger. And then I'll say, let's say, cool effect. And then what I can do, so I can drag this layer on top, and then you can see the text just shows up behind me, because this top layer, actually, if we turn these layers off, has the background fully removed, which is epic. And then we throw these back on, and boom, we have text that looks like it's behind me, which is a super professional thing, that you see in a lot of videos. So that is feature number one, and AI feature number one. And there you go, that's background removal. Now, one thing as well that you're going to want to do, depending on the type of clip that you're dealing with, is stabilize. So I want to mention this stabilize feature as well. So if we turn that on, you can see different kinds of footage there. And this is especially relevant if you're dealing with a type of clip or footage where the whole thing is shaky. So I'm going to go find a clip right now, and I'll pull it in so you can see that. Okay, and so lastly here, what I want to show you using these these clips that we already dragged into the timeline, and this little cool effect right here with the background removal tool, is just the general UI UX and walking through here. So generally, if we click on a clip in our timeline, which is this whole bottom half that, we can make that smaller or larger as a whole if we want to. Anything that we want to do to the clip is going to be in the top right. So for example, we can see video, audio, speed, animation, tracking, and so on. So if I want to do anything to the video, whether that's transform the actual scale up of it, that's the little fun thing right there, or we want to remove the background, add any kind of mask, retouch it, and this is also, I think, super useful. A lot of people like to retouch, say, skin and whatnot. And then if we can go over to audio here, same thing, speed, animation, that all applies to that single clip. Then over here on the left, we can add things like text or different elements to this little library here. So we can go to text effects, and I can drag in text and I can edit that text as well. And then the same thing with stickers, effects, transitions, all types of other elements that we can drag into here. And you can see a lot of the library of content that they have here as well. And also things like templates, which are super useful depending on the type of video that you are making. And then of course in the middle you have the player, so you can actually see what you're doing. So that's the general UI UX. I want to keep it simple as far as demoing that goes, because I think it is really simple and flexible, which makes it great if you are new to editing, and everything you need is around here as well. Okay, now I want to show you two more features on the Mac or the PC app here. The first of those is going to be auto caption, and this is a really nifty one. In the past, if you've seen a lot of my videos, like on TikTok or whatnot, those are all manually captioned. So I literally went and dragged text into the timeline and then edited it and lined it up with my actual words. That takes forever. So with this app here, we can do that automatically and with a lot less effort, that's for sure. So what I can do, what I've just done here is split these two clips. So I have this shorter clip. And then what I'm going to do in the little text panel here on the top left, and then right here it says auto caption. Now I'm just going to press auto caption. I'm speaking in English, and the translated language, in this case, I don't need that since I'm translating to English. So I'm going to let this load for 1 second, and then I'll click generate. And boom, there we go. So like I said, the manual way to do captions is to go through and line up certain text elements with a video and then edit the language. This just did that for us, right? So it automatically creates that text for me, and it places this here. It places those here in the timeline for the whole video. So extremely useful feature there. I love it personally, and you can also go here and you can change the style and do whatever you want with that as well. So that is feature number one, the last two here. And then the second is going to be another useful feature, and that is text to voice, right? So let's say we're making a faceless video and we want narration based on some set of subtitles or captions. So in that case, I can select, for example, this clip, this text element that says just do 1, 2, 3. So I select that in the timeline, and then in the top right here, you can see all these different voices under custom voices right here. And you can look under trending, new, POV, different categories there. I'll just stick with these. And there's all kinds of different voices, from male voices, English, Spanish, ASMR is a fun one. And I'll select old style advertising male here, because that's useful in a business context. And then super easy, I just click generate speech. It'll generate that speech for us. And then you can see this new audio element that appears here, which is the voice saying just do 1, 2, 3. So again, super useful for faceless videos of any sort. So there you go. Those are the last two Mac and PC features that I wanted to show you. Okay, so I'm back to the Magic Tools, which is a whole set of AI-induced and built tools for video editing. And I'm under images right here. And the last, or one of the features I want to show you here is AI color correction. Like I have said, I think do not like dealing with colors and color grading and whatnot. So I'm going to open up this Magic tool, and that, going back here, is that AI color correction, and that's going to open up this tab right here. So then I'm going to upload an image, and this, just a quick note, is for images that you can insert in your videos, or if you want to just standalone edit your images. So then I uploaded an image, or just one of the default ones, and it's generating right now. So let's wait for that photo to pop in here. And there we go. So this is just an image like you would include in any kind of video. And then this is the AI color correction. So we can select different levels here of the intensity of the color correction. So level 1 is kind of like, this is what it looks like before, just the raw version. And then you can see it just go up here, get a little bit brighter, and this is full on color corrected for effect. So it's that easy. You really just go through level 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I like personally the little slider here so you can see kind of the difference. And then if you want to download it after that, you just click the little download button right there. And all in all, there you go. That is one of the, again, magic tools. If we go back here, so you can see all kinds of magic tools for images and for video. And I will show you, or I already showed you, the remove background tool, and I'll show you one other tool in a little bit here. So there you go. That is the for image feature of color correction. Okay, now this I just pulled up is the, again, the web version of CapCut. So just CapCut.com. And I want to show you the script to video feature, which is a pretty cool one. So I'm going to wait for this to load. I'm on slow Wi-Fi, I'll just take a second here. And then essentially what we can do is just use AI to do a lot of this work for us. So what we can do is use an AI writer first off to generate the script. You don't even have to do it ourselves, or we can enter a script ourselves. In this case, I won't use an actual script of mine. I'll just let the AI write the script for me. So what I'll do is, I want this to be similar to what I do on my own channel. So let's say, I want a video about different financial strategies to reduce debt. And of course, I would go through this myself and add my genuine, advice and thoughts in there. But this is very useful for generating kind of an outline, or you can get AI to do the whole thing. Just depends on your style and kind of what you want to put into the video. So we'll just give it one line. We'll click continue, and then it's going to generate the script. And then we can generate the video thereafter. So pretty cool. So generates that script that took like 2 seconds, and it'll give us a few different, the avalanche method, debt snowflake method. That's pretty cool. And then we can choose the voice here. So I'm going to choose the charming male, or I'll stick with that. And then I want to go 16:9 for YouTube. If you're doing shorts, you want to go 9:16, just the inverse of that. And then I click generate, and we'll go smart generation. So it just does it for us. We'll just wait a few more seconds here, and this will generate. And boom, there we go. It generated the video. It just takes 1 more second to load, and you can see this is a 1 minute and 14 second video. But if you put in a longer script, it will be a lot longer than that as well. So let's just wait for the footage to show up, and then I can show you the first few seconds of it. So here you go. You can see the subtitles on the bottom here. And if you listen to this, there is the male voice on it. And then we have stock footage in the background. So that's essentially a faceless video editor made entirely easily for you. Super useful. And again, I'd recommend plugging in your own scripts as well if you have them. Otherwise, it can do it for you. So that is, going back to the homepage here, one of the AI features and the script to video feature. And I think my personal favorite there is the AI color correction. I personally do not like dealing with just colors. I don't feel like I really get that whole side of things. And just color grading as a whole in DaVinci and Premiere and CapCut and whatever platform. So the fact that there's a tool there to do it for me is something I personally appreciate. So you got to look at CapCut. If you do want to check them out, just go to this link or check the link in the description. So this is a bit of a shorter video for today. We will be back to the regular programming shortly. And if you do want to see more content like this, where we go into specific tools that can help you as a creator, as someone in business, or just generally in your life, let me know. And that said, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.